that's a significant difference. Welcome back to the Muse and Greg. Today we're going to be looking at Penrite's brand new range of oil filters and comparing it to Ryco, which I've used in the past, and Supercheap, which is the budget version. Now, I bought the Penrite and the Supercheap oil filter from Supercheap Auto. The Ryco unit was one which I already had purchased previously for a future service. So we're going to be comparing all of these today. Now, Penrite did subsequently send me a couple of oil filters to check out as well, but we're going to be looking at the ones which I bought today, and we'll take a quick look at how they compare to the ones that they sent out, just to see if they're all the same. These units all fit a VY Commodore and they're all made in China. First impressions? Well, the Penrite's gold and the other two are white. But even before that, when I went shopping for these filters, I was surprised that Penrite's part numbers are so different to what people would be used to from Ryco or others. Supercheap, Westfield, Transgold and possibly others use similar part numbers to Ryco so people can easily see their compatible filters. Penrite could have done the same and they haven't, although possibly they're just trying to show that they're not a Ryco copycat. Either way, they still list compatibility with other model numbers, so it's not a hard gap to bridge, but this was still a bit of a surprise. The Supercheap unit's got 8 oil holes on the bottom with a black rubber seal. The Ryco's also got 8 holes with a similar looking seal and similar flat sections on the top. In fact, the Supercheap and the Ryco units look very, very similar when you compare them side by side, almost like they've come out of the same factory. We'll take a closer look at those inside. Okay, the Penrite definitely feels heavier than the other two. And you can see the Penrite's got a different pattern underneath. It's got the holes in these slots. The other thing that's really different about the Penrite is it's got a 19mm nut on it, which means when it comes time to remove, you can just pop a 19mm socket on there rather than having to rely on an oil filter wrench. Now that for me is a big plus, because in the past I've used a tool like this to be able to get oil filters off, and it works pretty well, but it takes a bit of a fiddling around to get it attached the right way, and I always end up connecting it the wrong way. You've got to remember which way it goes on and it tends to fall off. It's quite fiddly to connect up. You can also get these sort of sockets here, and that's fine if you've got one per vehicle, but I've got a few different vehicles and they've all got different size filters. So I find having a universal tool like this is better, but it's fiddly. That's where having this 19mm nut could be really useful on the Penrite filter, because it's exactly the same size nut on all of their ranges of filters. So that would make undoing and installing them a lot easier. So the Supercheap Auto filter weighs 261 grams, the Ryco oil filter weighs 271 grams, and the Penrite weighs 334. That's a significant difference. Now this is the one that Penrite donated for this review, and we're going to open that up, compare that, 334 grams as well. Exactly the same weight as the one which I bought from Supercheap. So we know that these are exactly the same units. There's not this one that Penrite sent out isn't a tricked up unit just to get a good review or a bad review. It's evidently one that's just been picked off the shelf. It's just exactly the same one as what I got at Supercheap. It's important that the oil seals are well secured so they don't stick to your engine when you remove the old filter and create a huge mess of oil when you restart your engine. The rubber seal on the bottom of the Supercheap filter is held in okay, but it's fairly easy to pull out. The Ryco seal feels like it's held in a little bit better, and the Penrite definitely feels tighter, but all of them are adequately secured. The only thing I'll say here is that the Supercheap seal feels a bit flimsier than the Penrite's, which seems a bit more substantial, and the Ryco feels about the same as the Supercheap. Now, Penrite claims that their seal is made from something called ethylene acrylic monomer, which is a better material than some others at holding its shape and not softening under temperature changes and oil. I can't verify this, and I couldn't determine what the other seals are made from. At the very least, Penrite claims their seal is a good one, and it certainly felt a bit better to me. I then cut the 3 oil filters open with my oil filter cutter, and you can see the different components all laid out here. So let's go through the differences. The base and the anti-drain back valve on the Supercheap weighed in 123 grams. It was 120 grams for the Ryco, so pretty much the same, but it's the thumping 170 grams for the Penrite. That's 50 grams heavier than the Ryco just for this small base part. Now, if we take a look at a cutaway of the bases, you can see why this is. The steel that's used in the bases of the Supercheap and Ryco filters are both just over 2mm thick, but the Penrite's base is almost 4mm thick. That's almost twice the thickness. So based on this, I definitely believe Penrite's claims that their filters can withstand twice the bursting pressure of OEM units. These are the weight and dimension measurements I've taken so far, and for the sake of time I didn't include the footage of recording all these in the final video. Pause the video here if you want to take a minute to review these specs. Now, we mentioned earlier that the Supercheap and the Ryco filters both got very, very similar looking base plates. They've both got 8 holes. They've even both got this same number, 18, that's stamped into the base plate. The Penrite is quite different. It's got 7 slotted holes. It doesn't have anything like that stamped into it. But the similarities don't end there. If we turn these over and actually have a look at the anti-drainback valves, Take a look at this. They are exactly the same mouldings. One's orange, one's red, but you've got exactly the same. Same Chinese characters that are here. M18, some Chinese characters. U3/4, same sort of thing on there. XS over there, 3 up here. So it looks to me as though these filters have both come out of the same factory, or at least they've been moulded on the same machine. Whether the filters are made from the same stuff or not, I don't know, but they feel exactly the same to me. The Penrite silicon valve feels a lot more flexible than those on the Supercheap and the Ryco. I'm sure they're all going to work, but I like the more flexible silicon on the Penrite valve. The top part of the Supercheap and the Ryco units look almost identical, with the can, the coil spring and the filter element all looking the same. With the Penrite, it uses a different design. You've got the can, but then there's this stainless steel spring rather than a coil spring, and then the filter media itself. The only other thing I'd say comparing the Supercheap to the Ryco is that the Supercheap does seem to have a little bit more space between the flutes. The Ryco filter material seems to be packed a little bit more closely, so it's possible there may be more filter media in the Ryco filter compared to the Supercheap. We'll confirm that later when we open it up. We take a look at the Penrite. See, now the Penrite's actually a little bit shorter, which is interesting. A little bit shorter than the other two. And this would be because of the space taken up by the 19mm nut on the top of the Penrite unit. Apart from that, all of the units look okay. They've all got nice evenly spaced pleating. They've all got metal end caps, not cardboard. Some really cheap filters have got cardboard end caps on them. So certainly there's no issue with that. On the inside of the cartridges, the Supercheap and the Ryco have both got metal liners on the inside, so no issues with quality there. They've all got the same spiral pattern, the same perforations, all the same sort of idea. On the Penrite filter, you got a very similar idea. It looks like there's more ribbing in there. The ribs on those ones there are a bit more substantial than the ribs on the Ryco and the Supercheap filters, but all of them look like they're quite sufficient to do the job there. Now, one thing that is definitely different about the Penrite is that it's got a bypass valve built into the bottom of the filter. See, on the bottom of the Supercheap and the Ryco here, it's just a solid metal base. There is a little button there, but that's just part of the moulded base. But on the Penrite filter, there's a little plastic button here, which you can see is spring loaded. So what this is for is that when the filter goes together, dirty oil is going to go through these slots around the outside. They're going to push up and open this silicon anti-drain back valve. So under normal times when there's oil pressure in the engine, this valve is going to be open the whole time, so oil comes in there. So oil's going to run around the outside of the filter. Now, if it's really cold, or the pressure's too high, or the filter gets blocked, or you got very, very thick oil because it's really cold, it might not be able to actually get through there properly. And so in those situations, this little valve at the top is going to open. When the pressure gets up to a certain point, the pressure is going to open, and then the unfiltered oil is just going to come back through here. Now, the benefit of that is that it means if something happens and the filter's blocked or the oil is really too thick, with the Penrite filter, you're still going to get oil going into your engine. So in extreme conditions, you could end up having the engine being a bit more starved of oil with the Ryco or with the Supercheap compared to the Penrite. I then cut the filter carriers open to take a closer look at the media. All stretched out, you can see that the Supercheap is the shortest of them all at 142 centimeters long, followed by the Penrite at 152 and the Ryco at 182. Now, this is an important difference. We've already pointed out how similar the Ryco and Supercheap filters look, but you can now see that while you pay less for the Supercheap filter, you actually get a lot less filter media inside than you do the more expensive Ryco. And this is why independent tests like this matter, so you, the consumer, can make educated buying decisions rather than just assuming that because they look the same, they must be the same. Videos like this cost a lot of money and time in buying then destroying 3 perfectly good filters and documenting all this detail, so if this video has proven useful to your buying decisions so far, please like, subscribe and share it on your socials. It costs you nothing, but it really helps a ton. Thanks. Now you can see that the Penrite media is only about 39mm tall compared to 50mm for the other two. However, it's also the thickest of the 3 filter media at about 0.8 of a mil thick, where the others are more like 0.7. So it actually has about the same volume of filter media as the Supercheaps, though Ryco still has comfortably more. But the other important factor is what the filter media is actually made of, as some things filter better than others. Now, Supercheap staff didn't really know what theirs was made from. One staff member said they thought it was probably paper, which means it probably is. If it was anything better, I'm sure they'd make a point of it on the box, but they'd just call it high grade. Ryco was very helpful and told me they use a standard paper element that filters down to about 30 to 35 microns and provides 98.67% filter efficiency. Very precise there, Ryco. However, Penrite claims to use a blend of paper and glass fibre in their filter, which filters down to 20 microns at above 98% efficiency. Now, glass fibres have got smaller and more consistent diameters than paper, so they can trap more sediment than paper, which explains why Penrite claims finer micron filtration than the Ryco. There's a good article here if you want to learn more about the benefits of glass fibre filtration over paper. Now let me just make one disclaimer here. I'm not a lab engineer and I'm just sharing what I've discovered, so feel free to take these analyses with a grain of salt if you want to. This is what I've measured, so you can check my calculations, but honestly, properly testing filter media to say which is better requires specialist equipment that I don't have. The point is though, there's more to a good filter than just the amount of filter media. While the Penrite has less filter media, its finer micron rating means that it should, actually give it more openings in the filter material than the other two, which is what this last number here attempts to show. So what have we seen and which one should you buy, assuming filters for other vehicles share the same characteristics as these? Well, firstly, all these three filters are at least adequate filters. None of these are terrible. Even the budget Supercheap unit gets all metal parts inside, rather than cardboard that you sometimes get on some cheap overseas filters. So whichever one you choose to go with, it's definitely not going to be the worst filter out there. Let's make that clear. The Supercheap and Ryco filters look physically similar, they share many identical components, and they most likely come from the same factory, so you'd expect the same burst strength and other physical parameters. Supercheap filters are typically only about 2/3 of the price of a Ryco, so in many areas you're getting Ryco quality body at a 33% discount. However, there's less filter media inside the Supercheap unit compared to the Ryco, and I saw no evidence at all that the filter media was any better to compensate. So you're likely getting poorer filtration on the Supercheap filter at the lower price, especially as you approach the next oil change. Now, ironically, cheaper filters are more likely to be used on older vehicles where there's more likely to be particulate matter to clog up the filter, the very situations where you'd actually want better filtration, not worse. And unlike the Penrite, these other two don't have a bypass valve to keep the oil flowing if the filter does block up, at least on this particular filter. I believe some of Ryco's other ones have got this. So if you do decide to go with the Supercheap filter to save a few dollars, understand that you're getting less filtration media inside the can, so I'd recommend you absolutely change the filter on time or ideally a bit earlier. Of course, doing that might then erase some of the cost savings you've made, so that's a trade-off you're going to have to consider. Ryco is a tried and trusted brand which I've used for years with never a problem, and having stripped one down today for the first time, I still can't find anything that worries me about them. In isolation, it's still a great filter, and apart from being more difficult to remove from the vehicle due to the tools that I use, the only problem with the Ryco as such is just that the Penrite's come along. Physically, it's not as solid as the Penrite, but I've never had one burst either, so if you decide to stick with what you know and stay with the Ryco, you're not doing anything wrong. Honestly, I would have continued to use Ryco quite happily if the Penrite filter didn't exist, but having gone through all this testing, there's almost nothing I dislike about the Penrite compared to the other two. It's physically a lot more solid, and the apparent strength of the Penrite instills plenty of confidence. The 19mm nut on the top of every filter for removing it is a great idea, and should make my next filter change a lot simpler. Now, I'm going to be installing one of these shortly, so let me know in the comments if you're keen to see how that works both now and when the next service comes along and I've got to take it off. I also like the fact that this Commodore filter has got an overpressure bypass valve to ensure the engine still gets lubrication if the filter ever blocks up. The gold finish gives it a touch of class, and at the time of shooting this video, the Penrite filters are strategically priced to slightly undercut the Ryco, so you're getting a stronger and more convenient filter with a superior filtration media for a lower price. It's very hard to go wrong. Now, whether that price advantage sticks around long term remains to be seen. I suspect it won't, because these filters would have to be more expensive to make, but even at a small premium to the Ryco, I still think they'd be worth it. The only downsides I can find with the Penrite are the different product codes compared to what I'm used to, and that initially at least you can only get them from Supercheap Auto and only for the more popular vehicles. I was going to mention the shorter filter media here, but given it's a better quality media, it's hard to really say that's a problem. So I reckon Penrite's onto a winner with these new oil filters, and unsurprisingly it takes the crown in this shootout. Now, if this video saved you money on your next purchase, please consider buying me a coffee with the thanks button to help fund the next review, or share it on your socials to help the channel to grow. And if you'd like more testing of products like this in the future, drop a comment below and tell me what you thought of this video and what else you'd like to see. But that's all for now, so I'll catch you next time.